I first came to the BLT, I can't remember what year, it's been about 11 years ago. And a friend of mine was really involved with some plays, and she wanted me to audition for Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And I came up here and sang Pure Imagination for them, and I got the role, and that was a great experience. And then I didn't do anything in theater for 10 years. And when I saw that there were auditions for Elf the Musical in 2021, I had to come audition for that, and I was cast as Buddy the Elf, and that's where I first met Peyton. I became involved with Beauty and the Beast because half the cast was in Elf the Musical, and I got to be friends with them, and they all wanted me to come audition for the role of Gaston, and I just couldn't say no to a chance to play that character after playing Willy Wonka, a weirdo, and Buddy the Elf, the ultimate good guy. The chance to play a villain is hard to pass up. Working with Peyton has been a lot of fun and very helpful. He's very involved at every level of what we're doing here. In my small experience, he's the most hands-on director that I've worked with personally, showing every single dance move and every single step for blocking and every note that he wants you to sing. It's been a real pleasure, and it's nice to have someone that you can ask anything and he's going to give you the answer, and he's open to input, and it's a brand new experience for me personally. A good experience.
Well, I came to the BLT when I was just a little kid. The first play I ever did was The Legend of Sleepy Hollow Kids. I know that doesn't seem like a kid's show, but it was. And I was the headless horseman. I only had like 2 lines, come out and scare Dick about Crane to death, and that was my first role I did here. I think that was in 2013. Well, I decided to audition for Beauty and the Beast kind of because, well, I'm about to be heading off to college. This is going to be, my last show at the BLT for a good little bit. And I figured Beauty and the Beast would be a good, last hurrah to end things on. This is I think it's my 18th show here in the last 7 to 8 years, so kind of wanted to end this out on, a high note. I've known Peyton for a really long time. I think first show I met him in was Seussical back in 2017. I think this is just in terms of both acting, him as an actor and as a director, this is like my 8th show working with him. And every time I've worked with him, he's very respectful to his cast, but he also demands respect from the cast, which I really admire. Like, he runs a good ship, and I'm gonna miss him when I'm off. And there's not a lot of directors I know that are, as nice and good at directing as he is. Good job, Peyton.
In about 3rd grade, my 3rd grade teacher, Miss Ashley Douglas, she saw me really like doing plays up in class, and then she told me I needed to go audition for a play at the Brookhaven Little Theater. So in 4th grade, at the beginning of the year, I decided to go try out for Newsies in 2018, and I made it, and that's where I'm at today. In Beauty and the Beast, I'm playing the role as Chip Potts, and I'm really enjoying it here. It brought me here because I really wanted the characters, Chip Potts, and Mr. Peyton's a pretty cool director. And I just really like acting and doing theater.
Well, I've lived around this area for a long time, and I've had experience with several different theaters in the area, and when I saw an opportunity to do something with BLT, I thought that would be another great theater to add to my repertoire, as it were. So, and I had seen previous shows with BLT and thought they did a lot of great work. So I was very honored whenever they allowed me to do another show with them, or do a show with them for the first time, rather. Well, being a theater kid growing up, Disney kind of comes hand in, with that. And Beauty and the Beast has always been my favorite Disney movie. Always has been, probably always will be. It's the one I always go back to as being a perfect story. I don't find any fault in it. And when an opportunity arrived to do it with such a big company as BLT, I had to jump at the opportunity to do that. And then when they gave me the opportunity to be Cogsworth, a character who is full of laughter and joy, and a lot of people walk away with that being one of their favorite characters to see, I had to throw my hat in there. So, as why Beauty and the Beast, it's a tale as old as time. And having being blessed to have worked in a lot of different companies, I've worked under a lot of different directors, some who are very community oriented, some who have a lot more professional experience, both on stage and film. So getting to work with Peyton, who I'd first seen on stage, I get the sense that he approaches directing in the same way he approaches acting, which, as someone who has done a lot of acting and also some directing, I understand that style a lot. And it can be very beneficial because some directors don't know how to elicit performances out of their actors, and he's been able to do that with a lot of people who this is their first time, so it becomes very natural. It's very exciting to see how he will progress, not just from an actor standpoint, but from a director standpoint, because Beauty and the Beast being such a huge undertaking, it'll be exciting to see in the future perhaps smaller projects that he may direct and how those will elicit the same sort of emotions, or maybe a little more personal than the grand sweeping Disney epic that is Beauty and the Beast. So, is there room to grow? Sure, but I know that he's up for the challenge.